See. Woo! That was a lot of yelling. You guys missed a really good story. And that was fast too, by the way. Quickie is white guy for she didn't come. That's what that one was just for me. That's what a quickie is. Quickie is just for the fellas. I had a heart attack scare recently. Sorry? No? You want to share with the whole class? No? Okay. I had a heart attack scare recently. It's fine. I made it. I'm here. Just like John's stabbing, it wasn't really a stabbing. It was a panic attack. I don't know if you guys know this, but a panic attack and a heart attack have very similar symptoms. You get shortness of breath and chest pains and a $3,000 emergency room bill. It's a very similar experience. But after that, I decided to join a gym, but I don't care a lot, so I joined Planet Fitness. I'm like, I just want to let people know that I'm making an effort. Like, I don't really care. I'm just going to go. I only go on the days when they have pizza. That's when I go to Planet Fitness. Hell yeah. Planet Fitness is a cool gym because you see a lot of crazy, like, different categories of people there. You got your postmenopausal housewives just doing leg bends and pretending that younger women aren't fucking their husbands. There's the group that I'm a part of. I like to call them the Blob Squad, aka Team Too Little Too Late. You can find us over on the ellipticals because our knees can't hold up to the stress of actual running anymore. I judge the shit out of those guys because I am one of those guys. I'm like, keep pumping, fatty, you'll get there. Fat fuck, you probably had a breakfast burrito on your way over here, didn't you? I know you did because that's what I did. I'm talking shit. Meanwhile, the front corner of my elliptical's lifting off the ground on every backstroke. My favorite people at the Planet Fitness is the little barely legal mamacita behind the counter making it a point to not look at me when I go in there. Yeah, I see you judging me. Or she's trying to pretend that I don't exist, acting all superior. I'm memorizing every curve and angle and jiggle of her body. You guys think that I'm being a pervert, but I'm not. I'm trying to remember all the reasons why I don't want to have sex with that girl. She's acting all out of my league, and I'm memorizing her disproportionately short legs and her hairy pinky knuckles. You're not perfect either, Shanae. I'm on a journey. Being a fat guy, I don't like to tuck in my shirt. This guy knows what's up. His shirt's untucked as we speak. When you tuck your shirt in, you're showing everybody exactly how fat you are. This is where it ends, right here. This is how big around my belly button is. I wear shirts like this. When you wear a long shirt like this, when you fart, it travels up the shirt and comes out the collar. So you get it first. So if you're one of those weirdos like me, you like your own flavor, get yourself a long shirt like this. Like right now, I'm just in a cloud of lunch. Like, yeah, I had tacos today. That was awesome. Woo, yeah, all right. I don't even fuck. How are things here? Where do you guys get weed from? Where? So, I didn't ask you for weed, dude. I said, where do you get it from?
Tuck in your shirt. Tuck in your shirt if you want some damn weed.
You only give weed to people who tuck in their shirts? What kind of weird backward state is this fucking? The people who tuck in their shirts are fucking squares, man. I'm less likely to get weed from that guy. I got a buddy who's talking about, man, it sucks. Weed's illegal in Texas. It's so boring, so expensive. And I'm just at home hitting my bong. That sucks, dude. You guys should vote. Whatever you do, stop coming to Colorado. Jesus Christ. Texas drivers come to Colorado and kill people. That's what happened. You guys, okay. I noticed on the way up here, you guys have two categories of drivers. You have people who go 1,000 miles an hour, the suicidal giant truck driving motherfuckers. And then you got people who drive 10 miles under the speed limit in the left. Is that you? Are you the monster truck dude? Like,
Is she?
They were sitting right there.
fucking picking Priuses out of his tire tread every day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've seen those guys.
Maybe they went to get something to eat.
Probably.
I have no idea how I'm doing on time, but I want to tell you guys, I got a couple of stories I want to tell you. If you don't mind, I'm going to shift gears a little bit and tell you, I don't fuck with Menudo.
The gay band or the food?
The food. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. I mean, if we're talking about the band, I'm a fan, baby. Ricky Martin all day.
I was waiting for it.
Thank you for your contribution. No, I don't fuck with Menudo, specifically the food. I don't know if you don't know what Menudo is, but it's a Mexican dish. It's fucking awesome according to this guy. I disagree.
Come on.
And I like Mexican food. The town where I grew up is Pueblo. It's 97% Mexican. I love Mexican food. Sometimes I do a burrito trifecta. I have a breakfast burrito for breakfast, I have a lunch burrito for lunch, and I have a dinner burrito for dinner. That one's smothered. That's how you know it's a dinner burrito. Here's a tip for you. I don't know how it is here in Texas, but in Colorado, the bitchier the lady behind the counter is, the better the food is going to be. If you walk in and she's angry that you're there, and she doesn't know how to work the register, and she speaks English, and she doesn't speak English, hold on to your hat. You just found your new favorite Mexican restaurant. But I don't fuck with Menudo, and with all due respect to your grandmother's recipe, somebody out here is thinking you haven't tried my Menudo. Well, I got news for you, lady. Fuck your Menudo extra. And here's why. Because every time somebody tells me that, you haven't tried my Menudo, you're setting me up for disappointment. You're telling me that your Menudo is going to change my life. It's going to reprogram 40 years of experience and opinion. It even smelled good when you handed me the bowl. But when I took a sip, it's still salty poop water with rubber bands in it. I don't fuck with Menudo. I'm convinced that Menudo is a prank that Mexicans play on white people. It's like every once in a while, like, ha ha ha, look at them, they look out from the kitchen.
Hey, I think Ricky Martin fucked you up, bro.
You should try this out sometime. There's an open mic. It's cool. I mean, they can pay me to have you yell at me all night. That's cool. I don't mind. I used to be a birthday party clown. I'm a multifaceted human being. Yeah, I used to be a birthday party clown. I really think that that's why I hate kids nowadays. Because kids are at their worst at a birthday party. And by the way, if you're the kind of parent that hires a clown for your kid's birthday, you're a bad parent. You're hiring an adult in a disguise with a fake name to come hang out with your kid. You shouldn't do that. I made a lot of money. Yeah, I used to be a birthday party clown. What I would do on the weekends to drum up business is I would go to a big restaurant, Joe's Crab Shack specifically, on their kids' night, and I would twist balloons at the tables. Do we have any restaurant workers in here tonight? No? One? Kind of? You used to? Testify for me here. Restaurant workers hate your fucking birthday. Restaurant workers hate your birthday. They hate you coming in on your birthday. They hate that asshole aunt of yours that waited for your check to drop to go, it's fuckface's birthday. And does she get a free dessert? They hate ignoring their other tables while they parade out of the kitchen and sing their corporate mandated birthday song. They're hoping that the cake that they put in front of you gives you fucking dysentery. And the whole family watches you bleed out. That's how much they hate your birthday. After Joe's Crab Shack died down, I would take my happy clown ass over to the Appaloosa Gentlemen's Club. They loved me in there, man, because one, it's a clown in a strip club. It was awesome. They would open the door. I'd do card tricks in the VIP. I'd twist balloons for the ladies. Guys would call me over, send her a flower and send her my way. The girls would help me, tip me out and stuff. It was awesome. I loved it. And my favorite thing to do at the strip club is I would walk up on guys getting a lap dance and I would give them a high five, like, hell yeah, brother, get it, bang! And then I'd hang out and make it weird. Look at her boobies! Look at them just wiggling and jiggling. You're paying good money to look at those boobies. Get your money's worth. And I'd hang out, watch the lap dance happen. And I was about to do that. I was coming up on a guy, and I realized what I'm seeing is not a normal lap dance. The guy's in the chair like he's supposed to be. He's got his hands to his side like he's supposed to. She's up on his lap. What's different is she is hitting him in the face, both barrels, with an astonishing amount of breast milk. Just crazy. He was loving it. Just loving it. Head back, gargling. Ah. And I'm a clown. I see something weird. I gotta address it. I stopped and I went, gross! And that's when she thought it would be cool to turn and blast me right across the face. And she was pretty far away too, probably about as far as you are from me right now. Let me ask you a question, ma'am. Do you think that you could muster the breast milk velocity to hit me in the face from where you sit right now? Yeah. That's why she's a professional and you're here at Canyon Lake on a Saturday night. I gotta tell you, when that warm, salty breast milk hit my lips, yeah, right in the mouth, you guys, I tasted it. It was greasy. Breast milk is greasy. Did you guys know that? Ugh. Where I grew up, I know that snitches get stitches. But I went and told on her immediately. I found the first bouncer I saw. I walked right up to him and said, she just shot me in the face with breast milk, man. That's fucked up. That's a bodily fluid. If I went in the men's room right now and pissed all over my hands and walked through here sprinkling it all over everybody, you guys would kick the shit out of me. He didn't even get mad. He just shook his head and went, yeah, she's been warned about that. And that night, Cue Ball the Clown got a stripper fired. I got to watch her get escorted out of the club with her hands behind her back, freaking out. Fuck you, clown! Bitch ass, snitch, puto ass clown! How am I supposed to feed my kids? Thank you, sir. Turns out her breast milk was both the cause and the solution to that problem. Holidays are over. Is it February? It's February now. Holy shit. The holidays are behind us, thank God. I'm not a Christmas guy. I'm not a big fan of Christmas. My favorite holiday is Halloween. I enjoy Halloween because Halloween is the only holiday where it feels like kids are actually in danger. Remember how it was back in the day? They would tell us, watch out for strangers. Don't take candy from strangers. And now once a year, they put us in disguises and make us harder to identify and send us out to get candy from the fucking strangers. I think our parents were sacrificing us to the pedophile gods in exchange for Three Musketeers. Every once in a while, a kid would move away. Yeah, Johnny moved to Mr. Johnson's basement is where he moved. And Mr. Johnson gives out full-size Snickers. But a couple of years back, we had a really bad Christmas because my mom OD'd on heroin, and she got out of the hospital right on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I picked her up from the hospital, took her to my sister's house, and we're sitting there for Christmas dinner, and it's the whole family and my mom sitting there, and she's just crying. And it was a shitty Christmas because I looked at her and I said, why don't you shut the fuck up? We're trying to have Christmas dinner. Anyway. A couple Christmases later, my nephew had a kid. My mom was 2 years sober. She made it through. Everybody's happy. It's the baby's first Christmas, and my sister was like, this year, Christmas is going to be amazing. And it was amazing. We had 2 Christmas trees. We had a Christmas tree over there and another one over there. They were both half buried in presents. The room smelled like mulled wine. You guys know what mulled wine is? Some Pinterest shit my sister looked up. It's got rum and orange slices and cinnamon sticks and shit in it. I was wasted. That's all I don't know. And even as much as I don't like Christmas, I'm sitting there in that room and I look across and I see my mom and the baby enjoying what might be their only Christmas together. And even me, a sentimental tear touched my cheek. And right there in that moment, my sister's wife called me a fag. My sister's wife called me a fag. I don't even know how to take that. I'm a straight white man. Am I allowed to say anything? I just took it to the face. I think I'm a cuck now. I don't even know what that word means. And she's one of those Raiders fan lesbians, too. I love that phrase because all I need is Raiders fan lesbian. I don't even have to describe her to you. You guys know exactly what she looks like. Now, I know I said a bad word that I'm not supposed to say because I'm a straight man, but I'm telling you my story. And that word was used against me a lot. I played football in a rural town. They called me a fag all the time. All the time. If I got a haircut or a new shirt, one time a guy touched me with his dick in the shower after practice, and I reacted like I would if I saw a spider on my leg in the shower. I just went, ha! And he jumped back and goes, ha ha! You touched my dick, fag. So you just sexually assaulted me, Fat Pete. That's not how it works. One time a guy called me a fag because I liked a girl. I liked a girl. He's like, hey man, did you fuck that girl last night? I was like, actually, we talked in her driveway until 3 a.m. And I called her when I got home. And we talked until sunrise over the phone. I'm taking her to homecoming. I don't want to put a label on it, but I think she's my girlfriend. I want her to be my girlfriend. Fag. That guy, by the way, my best friend all the way through high school. Same guy. First night I spent the night at his house. In 8th grade, as soon as the lights went out, offered to suck my dick. That's right. Same guy. Best friend all the way through high school. I was just like, nah, I'm cool, and we masturbated independently of each other. Never spoke of it again. Guys, I'm John Brown. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for John Brown. I actually was raised in a real religious family. I just thought I'd throw that in there. But my dad always told me he was a missionary. Every weekend we'd go to the prison. He took a whole box of Bibles up there. And one day I saw one of the guards. He come out in the parking lot, and I said, "Is my dad still in there passing Bibles out?" He's like, "Who?" My dad was up there visiting his brother, but it was good. It was good. They tried to shelter me from what was really happening, but and it's, you know, as hard as they tried, we lived in a trailer park and we had real thin walls, so I could hear everything. You know, I heard the neighbors coming in late at night, drunk, and I could hear, "Open the door, Martha. Come on, open up the door, Martha. Open." I was like, how am I not going to get in special ed listening to this shit? Every time, I still live in a trailer though. I mean, you can't get out of it. I mean, most of my friends live in double wides. They're trailers, but they don't want to hear that. They say, no, they're pre-manufactured homes. They're trailers, dude. If you can put wheels on them, a hitch, and pull it down the road, there's a reason they put it on a foundation and crank it down, because everybody knows a truck driver. Is there any truck drivers here? Don't get too excited. I travel all over the country myself. I drive a truck when I'm not holding this microphone. I'm holding a CV mic. But you know what? We got some beautiful women. Matter of fact, give it up. We got beautiful women here tonight. Give yourself a round of applause. Beautiful women. I used to not wear this goatee. This wasn't a thing I had. But I started going to Kansas. They got some ugly women in Kansas. Matter of fact, they so ugly, guys were holding the door for me. They thought I was just a pregnant woman. Man, I better grow a goatee. I got to divide myself here. Well, Arkansas is a fun state too. Anybody from Arkansas? Yeah, we can talk about them. They're fun. You go up to the cash register, you don't know who's taking your order there. Lord have mercy. I got a name though. I named myself something crazy. So whenever I'm in the fuel island and I want to go in and get some Arby's real quick, they usually ask you, what is your name? I said, my name is Inga Hanga Engadabonze. That woman said, what did you say? Inga Hanga Engadabonze. You just wait right there, baby. I'm going to make yours fresh. She'll go get it, and I can get off the fuel. They started to make announcements. If you don't move your truck, we're going to fine you $1,000. I'm like, that's an expensive Subway. Lord have mercy. Y'all having fun tonight? Yeah. I'm going to get this headliner on. How y'all feel about that? You guys ready for your headliner? It takes a lot of records to get him out here. This guy's been on HBO, Comedy Central, BET, 9 years. I mean, he's worked with all the big cats out there in Hollywood. Y'all put your hands together. White Chocolate, get up here, White Chocolate.
What's up, groupies? Y'all make some noise. Come on. DJ, play that other song I wanted. We're going to make everybody feel at home here. Y'all give it up for the three fat asses that came up here before me. Y'all play that song. Never mind, DJ. I don't need it. That one. All right, that's my jam. How many of y'all know that? It's from Dallas, M2D. White people, come on, listen to it. White people, get up and start dancing. Show these Latinos how to do it. All right, you can cut it, DJ. You can cut it. Y'all give yourselves a round of applause for coming out here to God knows where. Y'all clap for being out here at Canyon Lake. Y'all was here 3 years ago, said I'm never coming back. Here I am 3 years later. But y'all give it up, man. How many of y'all know the history of Canyon Lake? It used to be 2 towns that they flooded to make this one. That means they didn't succeed the first time. They said we're going to start over, amen? Y'all get it up. I got some family here tonight. My sister sitting right here in the middle, y'all. She informed me a while ago. She said, it's been 10 years since I seen you last in San Antonio. And I was like, it's been that long, huh? She said, yeah, it's been 10 years. And I think, well, it wasn't as long as before, because I didn't even know I had a sister, y'all. No, I'm telling y'all the truth. See, her dad and my dad are the same dad, but when I was adopted by another family, I didn't know that family. And then she saw me on Facebook. She said, who's this handsome guy on Facebook? And then we started chatting it up and found out that her dad and my dad are the same dad. And I tell y'all, I love her because she didn't have to be here tonight. Anybody here celebrating a birthday, a bar mitzvah, a graduation, a divorce, anything like that? Where's the divorcees in the room? Y'all make some noise. Because y'all ain't got that extra weight on you, amen? All my people in the back, how y'all doing? Look at y'all. Y'all just sitting there like, y'all look like jury duty back there. Look at the niggas all sitting straight. I hope he doesn't refer to us. Y'all give it up for the Latinos who got here early. Latinos in the house, and I'm telling y'all my family, right? La Familia. And when y'all weren't here yet, I asked y'all girls, I said, what do they do? They said, they look all hard and tough and all that. She said, he ain't hard, he gets his nails done. And she said, you get yours done too, so why are you pointing at him? But y'all give it up, so y'all, and they told me that y'all are electricians and bikers, right? Thinking that's a weird combination. They probably drove their electric scooters up here tonight. Y'all probably on there like this, get on the back! But now y'all get up for Latinos, because I believe Latinos, y'all know y'all the hardest working people in this country. Trump said he gonna build a wall. They say, when do we start? Y'all know y'all be the first ones on the work site, right? Yeah, y'all know we should have built it, right? Because y'all know some of the Mexicans, they keep it out. See, man, Latinos, y'all built the wall. Mexicans built the wall. Y'all be building secret cutouts so y'all can get over. You go to the 4th mile and on the 7th brick from the bottom, tap it twice and it's going to slide open. You got 6 seconds to get in. Y'all think I'm laughing, but y'all seen was that guy El Chapo? He escaped every prison he was put in. Y'all see the last prison he escaped from? They said he built a railroad under the prison, and they built a railroad car so he could get away. That's ingenuity. Y'all know how smart y'all are, don't you? And y'all let y'all white people applaud for Latinos because they can take things and put it together and make a job you never even heard of. How many white people in here love to go RVing? Recreation vehicle. How many of y'all got a camper or something like that? See, give a Latino a trailer, a recreational vehicle. Give him one of those, and I tell you what, he'll make a job. And he'll make the paleta. He'll be selling barbacoa. That menudo he was talking about, shit. That menudo is the best thing in the world. If you ever drunk, just eat a bowl of menudo. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Latinos, I love y'all, man. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Y'all own Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys. I'll tell you what I like about it. See, if y'all don't think Latinos are hardworking people, go to Dallas. We got something here called the HOV lane. Some people say, what's the HOV lane? What's that stand for? High occupancy vehicle? No, it's the Hispanic or Vato lane. Because y'all know how to carpool y'all butts off, don't you? Y'all can put 65 people in a smart car. I don't care, man. I love that. That's just ingenuity. That's creativity. I could give y'all a 3-wheel bicycle, a trike, and y'all can take a little bitty refrigerator, put it on the front. Y'all make that paleta, man. Y'all be able to pedal it away. You got that little bitty bell, bring, bring, bring. Y'all go to the neighbor. You want some ice cream? Best ice cream you ever had in your life. We got any parents here tonight? Y'all make some noise. Parents in the house. All right, where's my really proud parents at? Let me hear y'all make some noise. I knew y'all would clap. Let me explain what the difference is between a proud parent and a really, really, really proud parent. How many of y'all know the difference? The difference between a proud parent and a really, really, really proud parent are parents that are not afraid to whoop your butt anytime, any place. Now, where y'all at? Anytime, any place. See, look, I knew they would clap. Y'all got kids? Anybody at this table? What about y'all? Y'all got kids together, apart? How many kids you got? Boy, girl?
2 girls, teenage.
Oh, okay, so then, yeah, okay. No wonder this man didn't say nothing. He's like, you just leave your stuff at the house. She got a pink bucket at the door. You just pick up a hand first. No, you with her. That's your shit. Before he gets in the house, she got a little bitty pink bucket on the porch. She like, you leave your macho out there and pick up your hand of estrogen. You pick up a little hand of pink cream, just rub it in and come in the house. You know you be doing daddy makeup and all that with them. Do my fingers, do my toes. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
These essays told me to sit up front.
Right. And you do what they say. Now, if they were black, you wouldn't even worry about it. It's the Latinos and the essays you gotta worry about, man. Because I'm scared of y'all. Really scared of you. I'm just scared. I know he's a sweetheart, but that scares me. Because he's bi whatever. Not bipolar, but just bi-tempered. Just the fact that you bi scares me. I just don't even know. And then y'all are friends, right? Y'all cousins? Y'all two are cousins? And y'all married? See, that's family. That's what you do. You stay within the family. Keep it in the family. White people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Rednecks in the house. Make some noise. My boy Kevin was up here. Y'all get up for Kevin, because I've known that man for 20-something years. But the thing about Kevin is actually telling the truth. You know, he didn't do it much tonight because he's trying to watch what he does, but he does that stuff like that. First time after he had a car wreck where he actually died and he was almost decapitated. Kevin was actually pronounced dead for like 23 minutes and they brought him back to life. And I didn't even know because he wasn't talking to me at that time because y'all heard that story earlier about his gay incident. And I told him, Kevin, I'm sorry that you felt that way, but I had to say something to break the ice. But Kevin almost died, and I've been rolling with him ever since, and that's good people, y'all. And his mother's here tonight recording all these things these people are saying. And I'm going to let y'all know, listen to them. I'll tell y'all what, I've never done a drug in my life. My drug is comedy. This is what I'm addicted to. If I can make a room full of people laugh, that gets me high, amen? So the thing is, I heard all the people talking about drugs, and I asked that one guy, the dude, the real fat Latino dude with the tight shirt and the kindergarten tie. He had that little kindergarten clip on tie. Didn't you see that? And he was like one button from busting out on all of y'all on the phone. He talked about every drug in the world he did, and I said, I was back to ask him, I said, did you do heroin? He said, once. You did weed, right? Oh yeah, I still do it. And I got all the way, I said, did you do meth? He said, no. So I was proud that he didn't do meth. We got any meth heads here tonight? I'm trying to scan the room. What about you, sir, right there in the white hat, looking puzzled? Now look at him like, what is he doing? I'm not saying you're a meth head because you old. If you was a meth head, you was the first. When you start thinking about that, people like you was talking about mushrooms, you start thinking about that. Who was the first one in history to do whatever, right? Like the cavemans. Who was the first caveman that went out and said, that big old thing that can eat every one of us, that looks good. Let's tackle it, cook it, and eat it. So who was the first to do meth? You heard the one guy talking about he did mushrooms. That was the same guy. But how do people start meth? Meth is a terrible drug. Any of y'all didn't do meth? It's bad. If you like your teeth, don't do meth. That's all I gotta say. How many of y'all watch Cops? I'll tell you what, I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas, and 2 of the funniest episodes ever on Cops originated from my hometown of Fort Worth, Texas. And I started saying, man, we're country in Fort Worth. We're not Dallas. But I started watching Cops. You ever see something that's just so funny you got to talk about it? How many of y'all seen the episode of Cops where the police were chasing the dude and he jumped over 2 fences and then he was gone, right? They couldn't see the dude. Where is he? And then you see one cop, and he was smart. He must have been a sergeant or a lieutenant. And he's like, cops do that like that. Look at me, look at me, look at that. And that cop was like, and they were pointing to a little kid's swimming pool in the backyard that was flipped upside down. And if you look at the footprints, it was early in the morning, and there were footprints in the dew on the ground that led right to the edge of that pool. And the cop said, the cop said, what'd you say? He said, he was a Latino dude because when they flipped over the pool, he went, oh, shit. And then he said, how you catch me? And the cop was like, well, you see your footprints? Then I saw another episode on there, and it was from Fort Worth. Every time I see funny ones, I know it's from Fort Worth. And it was about that lady who was driving down the street at 2:30 in the morning, and she hit a dude on the freeway, and he went through the windshield of her car. Turns out she and I went to high school together. Y'all remember that story? She hit a dude in the car. He was stuck in the windshield for 4 days. Sir, if you ever hit a dude and he was stuck in the windshield of your car, what would you do?
Pull over, stop.
She didn't do that. She went to her house, opened up the garage, and parked the car in the garage. And she left him stuck in the windshield of the car in her driveway at her house for 4 days until he died. Probably. But the cops asked, didn't you offer him any assistance? What were you going to do? You just left him out in that car to die? She was like, I didn't think anybody would notice. Turns out that she went to the mall twice with her kids. She went to church and she went to Bible study. So somebody saw that person sticking down the windshield of that car. I think that's just laziness. At least tell somebody, he laughing about it. Sir, that's just laziness, is it not? You could at least pull him out of the windshield and put him on the curb. You could have done something, but you can't just say, I just left him in the car. That just ain't right. Fort Worth, Texas. I'm going to let y'all know we're going to San Antonio tomorrow. And one thing I like about going to San Antonio, it's not going down to the Riverwalk and smelling that water, because I don't know how many Mexicans have died in that creek. That water stinks. You hold your breath walking the Riverwalk, and they got the